I was having a conversation with some friends earlier this week, trying to figure out like what to talk about for this podcast. And one of the main things we always discuss about is how hard it is to make friends as adults. And it's really true because we have less time for interacting in social activities and things like that. And also because like as an adult, I think people are just more tired all the time.
Yes.
And it's hard to find, or it's hard to put yourself in places where people have similar interests as you. And I'm not one to necessarily speak on how to help people make friends because I think that's like everybody's like own journeys that they have to discover themselves. You know, I'm not going to tell you to join a running club if you're not good at running.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of just like maintaining and like keeping your friends that you have, everybody kind of acts the same and everybody has like the same sort of boundaries and limitations. And I think just bringing an awareness to that is like super important so we can start. So we can start being more cognizant of like how we're treating our friends. And making sure that, you know, that we're not doing things that might jeopardize our relationships with these people. We got to keep them while we have them, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I feel like for me, at least in my adult years, I'm not even going to talk about like my past life with friendships, but in my current present time, I'm very honest with who I become friends with because I'm a very busy person. And so I think what helps me with maintaining friendships is at least finding people who are understanding of that.
Yes.
Because my life everybody's life is busy, you know, but I have the studio and then I do photography and then I have my 9 to 5 and then I'm mom and wife, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard to fit in those moments. And don't get me wrong, I get a lot of guilt from it, like a ton of guilt. And I end up being the person that like does a random like voice message or send a video being like, I'm so sorry because I'm a horrible friend. But thankfully I found certain people that just kind of understand my life and help me feel better. But I do agree with it being hard to make new friends. And I think now that I'm, you know, obviously mom, it's been nice to find some people who have kids because that kind of helps us socialize because we just bring our kids together. You know what I mean? So I have my mom friends, I have my regular friends, and then I guess it's just finding people who fit your lifestyle, which sounds kind of, I feel like that sounds a little selfish. I don't know.
Well, that was one of the points.
Well, I don't see that's a problem though, because especially with, like you said, as an adult, like we're so busy that it's already hard to make time for like, if you have so many things going on at the same time, it's already hard enough to hang out with the friends that you have, and then just like meeting other like new people too. That you're just gonna. There's only so much time in the world, you know what I mean? So like for me, I don't look at it as like, oh, I'm being selfish if I'm not like seeing my friends as often as I should. And because like all the friends that I have too, like should understand that like we all have busy lives as an adult. Like it's hard to just kind of like, it's not just like I can call you anytime like, hey, you want to hang out right now?
Right.
Like we used to do that in high school where we had nothing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now it's just like, oh, do you want to hang out? Like I can put you in 2 weeks from now. Like, you know, it's like,
Pencil you in.
yeah, let me pencil you in on my calendar because that's just how it is as an adult.